with the end of the War of 1812, so at best Americans eke out a draw in the War of 1812, but they celebrate it like a victory. Part of this has to do with the messaging of the war. And so when you convince yourself or other Americans that this is really a second war for independence, even though Britain really had no interest, like I said, in recolonizing the United States. But if you've convinced yourself that this is a second war for independence and you finish the war and you're still independent, you've won the war. And so Americans celebrate this as a victory. They have a very strong sense after the war of their own power in the Western Hemisphere. Monroe was a part of that. And so, yeah, Monroe, during the Monroe administration, the United States will see itself as the master of the Americas, as the main power in the Americas. And yeah, we get glimpses of that. I feel like you mentioned earlier with expansion into Florida, that this becomes an idea. We need to protect this against European colonization, and therefore we're going to start to assert our power in the American hemisphere. There's still not a terribly large amount of power to speak of in terms of really hard power that the United States can wield, but they are starting to get a new sense of their strength as a growing nation.